Hey, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you all had a great 4th of July. Did you do anything for 4th of July,
It was
Janson?
great. I like 4th of July over Independence Day.
Do people
Like,
call it Independence Day?
A few people. Like,
Losers.
you'll hear people say Independence Day, and you're like, come on.
Yeah.
But 4th of July, I think, is fun. It feels more wholesome, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Independence Day, that's, like, legal,
It does.
Yeah.
It's got, like, bureaucracy tied to it.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the question? 4th of July?
Did you do anything?
I went down to Coney with some friends.
Oh, nice.
We went late, though.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize Nathan's hot dog contest. Joey Chestnut, the great.
He came back.
He competes, I think it's around noon, so we missed it. Fuck. But now we have plans next year. So if you're in town, go see the great Joey Chestnut.
That might be the most American. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's on the 4th of July, that contest. I mean, he ate 70 hot dogs.
70
in like
and a
10
half.
minutes.
Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah.
Which
That's stamina.
we were looking at the records of previous years, and what was it? Before Chestnut came on the scene, the last guy did, he was somewhere in the 50s, I want to say, like in the 2000s. And then before that guy, he was somewhere in the 20s. Kobayashi was the guy in the 50s. He was the Japanese guy, right?
He was like in the 20s, I think.
Okay. Yeah. So before, and like I think it's incredible, like 21 centuries. Whatever. Whenever humanity start.
Yes.
Right? We've done so many things. We've invented so many wheels. We created like photorealistic painting. We went to the moon, And then like for up until 2001, we had no idea how many hot dogs a man could eat in 10 minutes.
Yes.
We thought it was like 15. And then our minds are blown yet again in the last 20 years. It's phenomenal.
We're ambitious animals.
It's great, yeah. There's
We're
always
always
a new
reminded.
ceiling to break. You think there isn't, but there is.
That's right.
You just have to look for it.
That's right. He also, Joey Chestnut, is a lot of fun. He goes to, like, little mom-and-pop restaurants
Yeah.
that have, like, food challenges, and they don't know who he is.
Roast them?
Dude,
Yeah.
he ruins them.
That's great.
They're like, eat this pile of nachos. Nobody's ever done it. They're in,
right.
like, Dunhill, Virginia or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right. And he eats it in, like, a minute and a half. And they're like, well, goddamn, boy, you're
Right.
the world champion. And, yeah, they're right.
It's a great move. I wonder how he developed, like how he found out. Like was he
could
just
do
like
it.
eating one day and he was like, "Oh, I can go forever." Or like how did it
He's also not fat. He's, like, normal sized.
He's a normal guy. I don't
Yeah.
think he's even particularly too tall either. He's just like Joe.
He's just a machine, dude.
Yeah.
He's a
I
garbage.
would love to meet. I would probably fangirl if I saw him out in the wild.
Yeah.
I'd be like, we were in the group we were talking about with the guys, and they were like some girls, and the girls just could not care less. It was, it's good to see that the gender differences still exist
In
in
sports.
society.
And-
Well, in sports
Yeah.
particular, hot dog eating contests very particularly, but
Right.
just in general, the women were. They actively tried to stop the conversation multiple times.
Right.
And we kept on talking about, no, he drinks the goat milk to stretch his stomach. It's amazing.
Is that true?
he has very odd foods he
Yeah,
uses
yeah.
to stretch his stomach. Yeah.
Man. Yeah. And that's a sport you think, women would be able to do pretty well.
You would
You
think.
keep using the word sport.
Yeah. No, it is a sport.
It is a sport.
Competitive
CSPN.
eating, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, just get like a pregnant lady. Aren't they always hungry? And then just have
Yeah.
her shove down 40 hot
Oh,
dogs.
man,
you know?
that kid's going to come out with heart problems.
To say the least, yeah.
Sorry, miss, your child is 40. You gave
That's how
birth to a
Benjamin
40-year-old
Button,
man.
Yeah, happened. The woman was just in a hot dog eating contest.
Yeah. No, 4th of July has always been my favorite holiday.
Really?
Not for, what it stands for or anything, but
Okay.
just
Right.
the food and the...
Because you're a commie. I forgot that. Yeah.
That's right, filthy commie.
Yeah. You like it for what?
For the actual festivities and the food and everything. I think it has the best food of all the holidays.
Sure. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I forgot to ask. I'll be a good guest. What did you do for 4th? Did you say already? I forgot.
No, I don't even know what I did. Oh, I had a friend from out of town here. So
Okay.
a bunch of us went out. and drank. I think I did karaoke that night,
Sure.
which I don't do normally.
It's one of those
but
good nights. You couldn't remember how it ended.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Alligator Lounge, I think we ended up at.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah.
Good old alligator, man.
Belted out fucking Lips of an Angel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
You should have seen that crowd, bro. On fire.
Are you a bass or are you a tenor?
Man, I got range. I can do
Sure.
anything. I can do it all. I can go soprano. I can go Safranino if you need me to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's
you just
even
made that
higher.
up, but okay.
I can go contrabass. That's real deep.
Okay. Yeah, I won't press you.
No, yeah, I think that was it. 4th of July, and then that weekend we kind of just got hammered, I think.
Having a
That's
good
pretty much
time.
all it was.
That's great, man.
It is fucked, though, the fireworks thing. I always make the joke every year. It's not a great joke, but,
But it's a joke.
there's definitely veterans in their homes, like, covering their ears,
I was gonna,
crying. That's it's not great, but
right. Tears of joy. Is
yes,
what you're saying. Yeah,
because they love America.
because they love. Yeah. I was thinking about that. I remember. Those are like one of those jokes. I'm not trying to like shit on you, but those are one of
Yeah.
those jokes where like you hear it for the first time, and then you realize like I started comedy in DC. There's a lot of vets that start in DC. Like almost every vet has like some version of that joke.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
of course. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
heard it somewhere else. It's not mine,
Yeah.
obviously. But,
No, but no.
yeah. But what's funny is, I mean, obviously they're dwindling, but World War II vets, they don't... I think they beat PTSD, all those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, they don't give
beat
a
it.
fuck. They don't care. They're like, we did what we had to do to them boys out there. That's just what it is.
It was a different time. It was also a
Yeah.
different enemy. They
Different
weren't.
war.
Yeah, I wonder how much of like the fact that the war was a just cause versus us just bombing Iraq every 20 years.
Right.
Maybe that has something to do with that.
Yeah, you would think so. Yeah, there was a couple crazy guys that needed to get, needed their shit taken from them.
You talking Iraq or
World War
Germany?
II. World
okay.
Germany, yeah. Well, Iraq,
Iraq too. Yeah,
we found those weapons, thank God.
we did.
Yeah.
They weren't as mass as we originally thought they were, but
Or destructive.
right.
Yeah.
They were just kind of squirt guns. They
That
were
was
just
mostly-
water pistols.
Yeah. Well, because they don't have much water out there, so they have to.
Yeah. They have to
Yeah.
weaponize it. That's right.
It's like oil. It's like the same thing.
Basically, dude. Those
Yeah.
poor Iraqians. Here's my take. That I haven't had this work really particularly well before, but there's this whole idea of like, when you're an edgy comic, you say the edgy things, but they're never edgy. They're always kind of like the women, type of thing or whatever, or, trans people or something.
Yeah.
But I've never once heard like an actual edgy comic say something like, I defend the 2003 invasion of Iraq. You never hear actual,
Right.
contrary takes.
With like logic. Like, it actually makes you be like, you know what?
Yeah,
I think he's got me on board.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
He's saying, that maybe even white men shouldn't vote. Maybe only property owners should do it. Oh,
Yes,
that's interesting.
yes.
It's never really original. It's always
Yeah.
derivative of some 4chan forum or some shit.
Yeah, virtue signaling. I want straight a take that nobody's ever heard of, and you got to convince everybody.
Yeah.
That's what's fun.
Well, that's your bread and butter.
Yeah. Well, we saw that one dude a couple weeks ago, the anti-comic guy.
Yeah. No, that was
That's what
that
people
was
call
great.
him. Yeah.
That was great. Did you get the lowdown, Billy, on what this guy? Do you want to tell or should I?
Go ahead.
Okay. It was great, man. It was. He had the joie de vivre, as
Yes,
they say.
yeah.
It was this man who just came out. He thought it was a juggling open mic. He didn't even think it was a comedy open mic.
Yeah.
Which is a great way to
What is
start
a
out.
juggling open mic. What is that like? A bunch of guys with different things to juggle?
Right. They take suggestions from the audience.
Yeah. What do you want to see me juggle?
Yeah. Here I have a yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to go to a juggling open mic. I have no idea.
I've never heard of one.
What's
Where do
even
they
like.
have those?
Yeah.
It's like people want to learn how to juggle instead of learn how to do stand-up.
There's so many questions. It doesn't even seem like you need audience approval, like
Right.
Comedy
It's
or
like a
even
skill
singing.
thing.
You can just do it in your bedroom. And
Yeah.
you're like, okay, did anything fall on the ground? Yes or no?
Right.
You can judge yourself. And then he went on. Okay, so the juggler decided to tell jokes, which is kind of like a drummer singing. It's
Yeah.
not going to be well. And then he went out, and then he talked about he just hated Israelis. That was the majority, which actually, to be true, was kind of edgy.
It hits.
He called Israelis actual Nazis,
Yeah.
and not like in the cute way, like in the I'm being
angry.
serious
Yeah.
way. And then he said multiple times, "Don't be afraid of me."
Yeah.
And then-
Yeah. He was a freaky dude, bro.
Yeah.
He would tell like a thing. I don't even know if you can call it a joke. He would say like a statement.
Yeah.
And then look at everybody and be like, "What? Not funny?" And just like look around and you're like, "No."
Actually not. Yeah.
I mean, we're listening, but
Because we have to, because we haven't gone up yet. But
yeah, exactly. I was supposed to go after that guy. He like ran downstairs and then came back up.
oh,
He
so you went
after
before
me.
him?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, that's great,
It's like, man, I gotta go after that.
dude.
That
That's
sucks.
a tough act to follow.
So genius.
But that's what you have to do in comedy. Put yourself after the toughest act.
After the killers.
Make yourself better.
That's right.
Yeah, really work out the muscle.
Yeah. Yeah, the other night I was not to harp on open mics. We'll switch. We'll switch topics in a second.
Yeah. The viewers are actively signing off.
Just this is getting people to not go to open mics.
I think more people need to talk about the minutia of comedy. I don't think it's been.
Yeah.
I think there's more ripe for the plucking.
Inside jokes.
Right.
People that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
That we should be talking about.
Uh-huh.
No, but there was this one guy. I forget his name, but I've seen him a few times, and he literally just went up there, and he was kind of doing like the not Stephen Wright. Who's the dude that was friends with Larry David that died recently? I'm forgetting his name. He used to be on Curbed a lot.
Yeah. Richard Lewis. No.
Richard Lewis.
Oh, Richard Lewis. Yeah.
Right? Is it? Could look that up just so we're not.
I always get him and
I
Louis
wanna say
Black
it's Richard
confused.
Lewis.
Yeah.
Where he's got that. Yeah, him. Yep. His style was always kind of like misanthropic, like, oh, I
Yeah.
can't catch a break, whatever. And this guy was like, it seemed like he was going for that, but there wasn't enough lightheartedness. It was just him talking about killing himself.
Right,
Like,
Wait. Sorry, what was his name? The comic you. Was his name Frankie something?
yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
he'll never hear this, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, he won't. Yeah, and if he did, he would agree with it.
Yeah.
Dude, Frankie, I know him. He's an interesting cat.
Yes.
I remember seeing him first few times, and I was like, this is the worst act. You're wasting everybody's time.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh, this is all intentional, and this is kind of funny, actually.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, we don't have to go on a comic that no one knows, but he's very
But that just like, it's one of those things. If it works, it works, and it's cool and it's
Right.
impressive. But if you're at a mic and it just it was like someone popped a fucking tire,
Yeah.
and everybody was just like, ugh. It was already late.
Right.
There was already a lot of us.
Dude, if I was there, I would have been laughing my head off. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I mean, I was giving him some laughs, but
he's a niche take. Yeah, he's
Definitely.
Yeah, off the beaten path for sure. But I love that. I love comedy needs more of that. What's up?
we were gonna say,
Yeah.
is that a Pornhub thing at the bottom too? Stunt dicking porn videos.
There you go.
You mentioned to search it. And
Stunt dicking.
Stunt dicking.
Dicking. That's
what
what I wanted to start with.
What is this? Yeah, let's talk about it.
That is apparently when you're in an OnlyFans video as a
Okay.
guy, so you make some money off it, but they don't see your face.
Interesting.
It's just your dick.
Oh, okay.
Stunt dicking.
Okay.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
I haven't done it, but
Right.
I'd be.
You
I
haven't
mean,
It's a career opportunity.
I'd be
Right.
into it.
Yeah, it's a good career opportunity.
Yeah,
It's something. Yeah.
that's business.
Stunt dicking.
That's modern business.
This is the new word that I need to know now
yeah, stunt dicking.
to be in the lingo. Okay.
Yeah.
One
one of the Urban
Are you open
Dictionary
to
words.
it? You want to do it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
For how much? For free? What's your bottom?
$100, I think. I feel like OnlyFans. That's like nothing, right?
That's pretty good,
That's
actually.
good.
For OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Like most people
Like
make
a woman
0.
can spare that. Yeah. I'm saying.
How long would you do it to, like, for free to, break open the, get your foot in the door?
Right. Well, that's the thing. Is it's like
Would you intern for a while?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, you're getting laid, so who gives a fuck?
Right.
The money's
Depending
just
on
extra.
the girl, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe you'll take whatever you can get. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'd want to know some numbers. Hey, if she's already got the only.
Or would you go the percentage wise?
A percentage isn't bad either. Yeah.
Like a friend approaches you, I'm about to start an OnlyFans. I need a stunt dick.
Yeah. 30% maybe. Is that a
okay.
lot?
That seems like a lot.
Seems
that
like
a
a
lot?
lot. I feel like
I'm half the thing.
Yeah, but if it's like
but it's mainly her. We all know that. It's mainly
Right.
her. I think
Right. Mainly 70% her.
I don't know. Yeah, porn.
I would start the
breakdown.
negotiation at 30 at least. At least.
You're a bold man.
And then, I'm going no lower than 23, I would say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I would think 15% is good market rate, if I had to guess, for a guy.
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
have searched that.
Well, wait,
Yeah, what's the stunt dicking going
how did
rate?
this come up, the stunt dicking?
I was talking to somebody, and some woman walked by, and he was like, yeah, I'd fuck her for money. And I was like, what?
Sure.
I think everyone would do that with most.
Right.
Like the bar of entry to fucking someone for
money. Right. It basically captures most people.
Yeah, exactly. But then he told me, he's like, yeah, stunt dicking. I'm in a couple, OnlyFans videos, but only
okay.
my dick.
Cool. Did he say how much he makes?
No, I should have asked.
Yeah. This was just a guy you were just chatting with?
Yeah, well, it was a comedian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyone we know?
Yeah, I think so.
Anyone? Yeah, are you
I
at
think so.
liberty to tell?
He'll be on. Yeah, Rafi.
Okay.
Rafi Truman.
Rafi Truman?
Yeah, Rafi Torres Truman, whatever his real last name is. He changed his last name.
Oh, he's one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he put me onto that.
Okay, so now you're considering it.
I'm considering it.
We have options.
Yeah, Craigslist ad. That's how I get people on this podcast sometimes. So
On Craigslist?
occasionally, yeah.
You have to be kidding me.
No, I've gotten some people on. Yeah, cool people.
What do you advertise?
I'm like, hey, I got a podcast. If you're not
I
because
need
I already know
people?
comedians, so it's like
Oh, you just want more. You just want a different variety.
people that aren't comedians. Yeah,
Okay,
and
okay.
it usually ends up being like
That makes me feel
musicians.
better.
Yeah,
I was gonna be pissed for a second. I'm being passed up by randos on fucking Craigslist.
Nah. That's just too because I already know so many comedians, so it's like I don't need to outsource that. It's more for people that aren't,
Yeah. No. We're washed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're a bunch of has-beens.
Comedians in general.
Yeah, basically.
Every single one.
Yeah, basically. Oh, come on. Like, you ever look at a mic and you're like, okay, you people clearly you're doing very well. You're
All the time.
You're not comics.
All the time.
Yeah. I think that to myself all the time. Am I doing this just because everyone's doing it? Or am I doing it because I would be doing it even if it was, like the 70s avant-garde,
Right. Yeah. Well, what's an avant-garde thing now?
That's a good question.
It seems like everything is accepted. There's nothing that's really like, whoa, that guy's doing a weird act or a weird whatever.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a page for
The
everything.
army, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. Joining
Yeah.
joining the military.
That's kind of cool. Yeah,
Getting a normal job.
that's true.
That's pretty avant-garde.
Yeah.
I'm going to work in an office. What?
Yeah. Oh, that sounds so nice, dude.
Work in an office?
Yeah, just
You like that idea?
I love. Yeah, well, I'm a week unemployed right now, so having a job right now
gotcha.
sounds pretty sexy. Yeah,
Gotcha.
but I'm okay.
What have you been doing?
I've been watching Speed, like I told you, with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
No, I've been doing some projects right now. I've been kind of doing some getting some pieces movie. So I do like a lot of like some photos for my Instagram, so like some funny photos type of deal. It sounds riveting.
Funny photos?
Funny photos, huh? But it's I don't know. So I did one yesterday, and so I'm kind of like I like the idea of doing a photo and like a joke contained in that. No text. Just like what's a story you can tell in a photo. That kind of interests me.
Right.
So I've been doing that, kind of like getting supplies, materials, talking to people for like different ideas I have. So I have some projects like that I'm working on right now.
Nice.
Through, yeah.
Do you always you have like a nice ass camera and shit? Is that something
I
you
do
do?
not have
or
a nice ass camera.
No, it's just
yeah. I
okay.
have an iPhone 12 mini,
Which is a nice camera.
It's okay. It works out. I don't think you need
crazy equipment.
You don't need crazy equipment. You know. I think even bad equipment is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like I think grainy stuff or just like not well shot can be really fun. Like Always Sunny, for instance, looks way better. And the writing was good too, but like in the early seasons, it was just a better show.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a worse camera, it was worse lighting, and the ratio was 4:3. Now in the new seasons, everything's changed. It's 16:9, it's HD. It just looks way worse. It doesn't fit the aesthetic, and it was like they have it, but just newer doesn't mean better.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
When I watch the old ass Twilight Zone, I'm like, it makes it creepier because it's black and white and it's old guys like smoking inside.
Yeah.
And then you watch the new one and it's like, okay, like it's
Right. The new one just like I barely even heard of it, but yeah. It was like 2000s or something. It was just
something like that. Jordan Peele did it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There might have been a couple reboots, but the most recent one was him.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with you. And I also think, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of people buying like those little old cameras. Not the film ones, but the other ones, little digital ones like silver Canons and shit.
Okay.
To take pictures with.
Oh, yeah, a few people, yeah.
Camcorders and.
Yeah. It's a great art, yeah.
Yeah.
Film. Film is just way better. I've totally converted to. I'm not saying I'm a director, but.
Yeah.
Just film in general, everything, yeah.
Film, like, what do you mean, like making a movie?
Like digital. Oh, like digital cameras versus film.
Oh, gotcha.
Like the.
Yes.
What the celluloid strips? I don't even know.
Polaroid.
Yeah. Polaroid? Is it Polaroid?
Celluloid. That's almost cellulite.
But it sounds convincing. And
yes.
That's important. Yeah, you capture. It's actually okay because it's a worser technology. You actually have to frame shots with lighting way better.
Right.
So like nowadays, like you watch like Wicked or something, like the digital cameras can pick up like very dark images, so you don't need to light it. So you can do it all in post and whatnot. So you actually construct very haphazard scenes that just aren't like interesting to look at. But if you have like a film camera, you have to like look at, okay, the light needs to come from here and we can only get it from this one shot. So you get like more dynamic, actually. It's counterintuitive, but you get a richer experience.
No, that makes sense. Film. Yeah. Because everybody else is doing it after the fact. So it
just looks flat. And a lot of movies, like they have like these insane budgets, but they just all look flat. And it's insane. There's like, it's like 2D.
Who's still using film? Tarantino?
A lot of Hollywood still uses film.
Really?
Yeah. Nolan. Okay. It's probably
their
the biggest.
film cameras are sick though.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And then once they get it onto a computer, they could do a lot. Still.
Oh, so you could do both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean that's like the most cooperative art, I guess, that exists is making a movie. Like you need such a crew.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's completely different from what we do.
Just one man?
Where it's just you by yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the... Yeah. If you're a genius, it works. And if, But if you suck, you can get nowhere pretty quick.
Right. Yeah. I recently saw, speaking of doing, just being alone, there was I was watching like musical performances.
Sorry, you were alone?
Mostly what I use YouTube for these days.
Okay, musical performances.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like cool, like legendary ones or whatever. And we'll talk about Ozzy retiring in a second.
Sure.
Because I'll start crying.
The great. Yeah.
But I watched a video of Tracy Chapman.
Okay.
Playing Fast Car at Wembley Stadium, and like just her on stage by herself with an acoustic guitar and a microphone, packed. I don't know how much Wembley holds, but just absolutely mobbed. And she just like sings.
I think it's like 1,200. Yeah.
It's 1,200.
It's very tight.
in one row.
Yeah.
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 But yeah. I mean, it was. It's like, holy fuck, dude, this lady's up there. It's like the other one with DMX at Woodstock '99, where it's like just a country of people,
Yeah.
and it's just him on stage with his DJ. Wild.
You watch these.
I watched them. Yeah.
Interesting. I know people do. It's like one of those things exists, but you just, until you meet somebody. Like my brother-in-law is the same way. He'll watch like Led Zeppelin in concert,
hell yeah, dude.
and he'll just like, sometimes I sit down for 40 minutes. I just watch them.
Yeah.
I just watch Robert Plant go. I'm like, all
That's
right.
most of my YouTube algorithm also.
You too, right?
It's just live concerts. Wow. Okay.
I like the sound of live performance also better.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Is it richer? Do you think?
Just sometimes they ad lib or something like that, and that seems like new to me because I can listen to an album 100 times and then I'll be like, oh, he mentioned Wembley or
right.
Yeah.
I like to think,
especially in the car. You play it in the car, it feels better too.
Yeah. Right.
Huh.
Because I'll hear a song and I'm like, man, I wonder if they perform that live, and I'll look that up. I'm like, I really
Okay.
like this song, but let me see what it sounds like when they do it live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
I fuck with that.
Or like a venue that you want to go to, you see like what it would be like.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if you want to go to like Red Rocks or something, you watch like a full like Red Rocks concert.
Wow. Okay. That's cool. Growing up, this was something like my dad would say. He would have, the iPod, and he would just have like 3 versions of the same song. I'd be like, Dad, what are you doing?
Studio, live, and a cappella or something.
Yeah. And then you have like 4 different covers of it. You know.
Yeah.
But that makes sense. Like, I don't know why I've never thought about it, because I watch stand-up specials and they're all live.
Yeah.
So I get that the performance, the audience adds something. That makes sense, yeah.
I also think it's inspiring in some sense. Like sometimes I'll watch something and I'm like, oh man, I want to write, or I want to go do a set or something.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's not stand-up, it could be something completely different. And it's like, oh, I want to go, go
Right.
do something.
Just greatness.
Yes.
Yeah, you feed off of it. Yeah. I was walking home. It doesn't matter where. I was walking, and
Where's your home?
yeah. Cut the feed. And on the Upper West Side. Again, that also doesn't matter. And I saw Stephen Colbert like walk past me. He was walking with a buddy, and it was like, when you see a celebrity of that stature, like everything's so quickly. You're like, is that him? Okay, that's him. What do I do? Nothing. You just like, you have all these micro decisions. It's like you're like in the FBI trying to defuse a bomb. Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
But like even that, like for the next 4 days, I was just like radically inspired. I was like, oh, dude, fuck. I know people that have gone on your show. That's it's attainable.
Yeah, you're only a couple degrees of separation away. From especially living here, and
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah.
you can run into fucking anybody.
More or less, yeah. Literal billionaires, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
You can just kill them.
Yeah, exactly.
Is what we found out, man. Everything's accessible here.
You can run into a demon healthcare CEO and shoot him in the street here.
And
I mean,
nobody will stop you. Yeah.
that's
it's
not
great.
happening in Dothan, Alabama.
It's not.
Yeah.
And you can't get that. Only in New York.
Me and my buddy ran into a guy named Mr. What's his name? King of Collage. Can we look him up on Instagram? This dude's a fucking... I don't know what he actually does.
Okay. Hopefully something related to collage.
Yeah, I think he's a collage artist, but he was in this dude, I think.
College?
No, collage.
Did I spell it wrong? No.
No, you spelled it right, but it came up weird. Let me see what his name is.
You ran into this guy.
Yeah, he was shooting
Okay.
something in the park. He's not even like the artist it was for, but
If he's trying to be king of collage, he fully wrote King of College.
no, it's definitely not. It took us a while to find him too, even after
He's like
we.
a breakdancer? Is this the right person?
This guy, the King of Collage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
this dude paper
This is
mache's
the King of
his
College.
his whole face. Like,
It's a
and
good time.
Yeah, I don't know. He was in like some music video at Tompkins Square Park, and
Okay.
like an LES, and he. But yeah, I mean that guy's not a billionaire, but you could kill him, I suppose.
Is that what you were thinking? You were like, this man's a freak. I should shoot him.
He should shoot this guy in front of his kid and his wife.
Yeah.
Which is who he was there with, oddly enough.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. But how the fuck do we even get on that? Oh, just seeing random people in New York.
Just being
Yeah,
inspired
yeah.
by the city. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'll watch a movie, I'll watch a TV show or something, and I'm like, wow, that was like really well done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, eat a sandwich.
Right. It inspires you to keep living. That's good. Yeah. I love it.
Sometimes you need that.
Yeah, I took a shower
That performance was so great.
after. I watched
After-
Christopher Nolan's Memento.
Yeah, all along the Western Front. Yeah.
I mean, that's a movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
You watch a World War I movie and you're like, I can go tell jokes now.
I can go tell jokes now.
The
My
saddest
life is
fucking
complete.
movie ever.
It's not the saddest movie ever, but yeah, it's
It's up there.
up there.
Yeah.
Don't get me started, man.
You like sad movies?
No, not in particular. But I was going to talk more about the book, but we can talk about sad movies.
Oh, the
as
book
well.
is sad?
The book is very. It's not a good read. It's just written very poorly.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like I couldn't get through. I had to put it down. I was like, they teach this to kids,
Are you a reader?
I like reading. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
reading Anna Karenina right now.
I don't think I know what that is.
It's Tolstoy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
War and Peace guy. Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
good. It's about an affair. It's pretty juicy.
Ah,
Yeah.
an affair.
Don't do it. That's what we learned.
Do you think they were getting hard in those days?
I think that they were getting harder than us. We know that
that's actually true.
people think the past was like this, just this huge like gay experience. I don't mean that like in the current sense. I mean that in like the 2001 Bush sense.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, like what did they even do back then? They were idiots. They were having way more fun than we'll ever have.
Yeah.
I want to let you know that they went to like festivals.
Yep.
They didn't get canceled because nobody knew who they were. Like they could pick up a plate of armor and go on a crusade and kill people and come back.
That's
like
fun.
life was just open
Yeah.
back then, and they got hard, and they got way hard.
Bricked up, bro.
There's a huge ED crisis, sperm count and ED crisis. Nobody's getting hard.
Nobody gets hard.
Yeah.
Everybody has got, mushy dick brain. I
Right.
think that's what we can call it. I think it's a scientific term.
I
mushy
think
dick
so.
brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gooner brain,
Uh huh.
where just, you can't go on Instagram without ass.
Right.
Which is I know it's the algorithm, but,
Mm-hmm.
every guy is similar.
Right.
Even
Every-
gay guys got fat asses, fat female asses on their.
Oh, don't. Yeah, that's something else. But yeah. It turns out this is what I love, and stop me if I get too preachy. This is what I love is that like 15 years ago, all these like Christian evangelicals were like, "Don't watch the porn, you go to hell." It turns out, and now they maybe had something.
No, they might be right.
Maybe it does ruin your life and make you depressed and make you unable to talk to women and all those.
Well, that's what everyone's saying now.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, it's too easy of a dopamine hit.
Right. It's so easy. Yeah.
It's like a bump for your dick.
But like you notice, like feeling courageous now is just like going to like a girl you don't know in a bar and like shooting your shot. Like that's like mountain biking. That's like that's like skydiving. That's a rush. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
That's
friends
great.
are like, "Oh my god, he's doing it! He's doing it! Look!"
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah.
But you get way more results
Yeah.
because it's so rare now.
Because you show your person. Just showing a woman you're not a psycho is half the battle. You're not gonna chop her up and put her in your suitcase.
Right.
If you can show that.
It doesn't have to be true,
right.
but if you could show it.
But even
Yeah.
if it is true, just being charming enough,
Yeah.
honestly, they kind of like that, the whole serial killer, vibe.
That's the thing, dude. Like, we love as a society, we like to watch shit like
Profound,
that. But
yeah.
women definitely love serial killing shit.
they
that's
can't get
easy.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we cast Zac Efron as Ted Bundy.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, you and I did. Remember we made that movie?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It was only 18 months of my life. Yeah, how did I forget?
No, was it a movie or was it like a miniseries?
I think it was a movie.
It was a movie, yeah, where Zac Efron played Ted Bundy. And it's like,
Huh.
you know, the fucking hottest dude ever.
Dude, he's a good-looking man.
Yeah.
I was watching High School Musical recently. Don't ask me.
When he's young. Young
When he's
Zac
ripe.
Efron.
When he's
16-year-old
when he's a
Zac
minor.
Efron.
Yeah, that's what I love. Oh my gosh, dude. Babyface, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great stuff, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, you know, it's funny how now everybody's so privy to steroids. Like, everybody can tell
Really?
when someone's on steroids now. I don't think anyone believes that anyone in Hollywood is natty. I think everyone thinks it.
Natural?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm not on
Sorry.
the lingo.
Natty Light.
I was thinking that. I was
Yeah, yeah.
The Natty Light.
They're
Yeah.
drinking Natty Lights.
I'm trying to think if I've ever known someone on steroids. When I think of steroids, I think of 50 First Dates. Drew Barrymore's. That's not the name. Drew. What's
Never
her name?
watched it.
That's her name.
That is?
Yeah.
I was thinking of Halle Berry. Anyway, Drew Barrymore. Her brother, Sam, for Lord of the Rings, he's on steroids, and he's just like this guy who can't move and go, you know?
Sean
Okay.
Astin.
That's what I think of. That's his name, Sean Astin?
Yeah, yeah. Rudy.
Rudy. That's what I think of steroids.
Gotcha.
What do people on steroids look like? I don't know if I've actually... Has they gotten better? Is it kind of like plastic surgery or the
You kind of nailed it
steroids?
with the depiction, honestly.
Is that still what steroids does to people? You just kind of... Well...
There's a lot more mild versions of like people just doing testosterone and stuff too. But
Yeah.
But it's a little bit of that.
no, yeah, that's a pretty good depiction. I could pull it up. So I don't know if you've seen the movie.
No, I haven't. I have not.
Yeah, it's cute.
No, but there's also like a lot of fitness influencers who are like very open about it and talking about it more. So now there's more young people doing it. And
Interesting. About steroids and how it's okay.
yes, yeah. Where before it was like, whoa, you're cheating, even though you're not competing for anything.
But maybe there's like this new middle road of like you don't do it a lot, or you do like the new version that's better for you, or
Yeah, and I mean, there's also, you know, you could do TRT, which is enhancement, but it's not, you know, a steroid per se. Like your body makes testosterone, you just give yourself more of it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Okay.
Instead of doing like D-ball or something, you know,
Yeah. D-ball.
which is a name of a steroid.
Okay.
This is the vibe. of
I'm
a
not
steroid
caught up on
guy,
the
but not
drugs.
like he's not big.
He's not big, right? Okay.
Yeah, he's not even that
No, not
big,
at all.
but
But like the mesh shirt and the cutoff shorts,
Right.
and, you know,
Okay.
yeah, which I think
Yeah, I could see
was a
that.
better performance than Lord of the Rings.
This guy was also in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
He's-
could say. Yeah, he played a pivotal role.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess you haven't seen the Lord of the Rings, is what we find out.
I suck
Okay.
at movies, dude.
Oh dang. Okay.
I'm not good at it.
Okay. That's okay.
It took me years to even watch Step Brothers.
Okay.
And even after that, I'm like, I'm more of a Talladega Nights guy anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I always find it shocking when a man hasn't seen Lord of the Rings. I'm not saying you have to. I'm
Yeah.
just there's greater joys than watching a movie. I'll just leave it at that.
Well, I don't know. That era.
like a live concert.
Like a live concert watching.
That's what I watch instead.
Yeah.
I watch 5 hours
Would you say
of that.
Tracy Stapleton live in concert?
Tracy Chapman, bro.
Tracy
Come on.
Chapman. Okay.
You know Tracy Chapman.
I don't know music, so
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So we can help each other here.
yeah, we have nowhere to go. That's what.
I'll translate any
Thank
other
you.
references
Yeah.
that come up.
No, the steroid thing, I had a buddy who really clued me into that shit. He's like, dude, most people that are famous in movies and shit, they're doing something. Most of them.
Yeah.
Like, The Rock is 50, and he's getting bigger. That's not supposed to happen.
Right.
Mark Wahlberg is 50, and he's getting bigger.
Well, I think it's all that children's blood they
That
drink.
too.
Yeah.
And they bathe in it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's how they stay youthful. I don't know if that's how they get bigger.
That's true.
That's when they
Right.
eat the babies.
Okay. Yeah.
That's how you get a SAG card. That's what I've heard.
Oh, really?
You have to eat a baby
You have to kidnap and then eat the
in
baby
front of a council.
just so you can be in some dumb Allstate commercial
Yeah.
as a background actor and make $3,000 a year.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, but when you see guys with like the the cartoonish like ball shoulders, and I forget what they call the tit thing where you start growing tits.
Just like moobs,
They,
right?
they get
just
like
very pronounced. Yeah.
like you could have like pecs, but at the bottom there's like a
Yeah, the nipples get puffy.
they get puffy and it looks like you're getting a tit. That's a
So
steroid.
good. Yeah.
You know, guys that look
Wow.
like cartoons. You can really start to tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I know a few guys.
And this
Like
goes back
this
to
now.
Zac Efron. This is what made me think of it, where it's like that motherfucker's probably on steroids,
He's looking good. He's very in shape. Yeah.
especially for Iron Claw. I mean, he was huge in that movie. He was
Iron
jacked.
Claw?
Yeah,
Okay.
that movie about the wrestlers, the wrestling family, where most of them die.
Oh, the
I'll
shoe's
take
on
your
the
word
other
for
foot.
it.
Look
Yeah.
at that now. See?
Look at that. The Iron Claw. Good deal.
Yeah, yeah. Like I remember, what was the other movie? Pain and Gain, with
Oh, he's huge in that one.
that's a fun movie. Mark Wahlberg and The Rock. They're jacked, and there was an interview, and they're like, "We're taking this."
Peptides. We're taking that.
They said they were taking a supplement that came from the hairs off of an elk's antler, and that's what got them to be the size of walls, bro.
Right.
Yeah, the hairs off of an elk antler.
You see, I'm so green. I would just be like, oh, okay.
You're like, oh, but how do I get my hands on
I'd be
that?
like, I don't know. Yeah.
Is it legal?
Yeah. if you're not in the world, you just believe anything. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like I didn't realize most people are on some form of drugs.
24/7.
For a while, I was just so green. I was like, oh wow,
Yeah.
you're just happy all the time.
See, look at them guys.
Yeah. They're both
They're
past
roided
50,
out.
right?
They're
They're like
roided out.
55.
Now they are. I don't know about then. They
Yeah.
might have been early 40s. The movie's like 10 years old or something now. But, yeah, both
Wow.
of them. It's not just, I know Mark Wahlberg prays, but he's also shooting a needle in his ass, too. Don't forget
Who
that
praises
part.
Mark Wahlberg? I'm trying to think. He's done the other guys. I'll give him that. Other than that, what is he?
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, bro. Come
Oh,
on.
don't get me started.
Good Vibrations?
He has some good movies, I think.
That was like his
He was a
earliest
part of
project.
wait, sorry, he was a part of the Beach Boys?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was that old.
I know. What other movies? Why am I? Oh, Ted.
The Happening. Ted.
Ted.
Ted. Can't go wrong with Ted. Yeah. And he's from Boston, bro. That's, I'm from Rhode Island.
Departed.
so- The Departed.
That padded.
Good
yeah.
one. I knew a guy in The Departed,
Who?
but nonetheless.
DiCaprio?
Yeah. This
Oh, good.
guy's my uncle, bro. Oh,
Wow.
Uncle Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to supply him with 18-year-old girls growing up.
That's good stuff.
Shooter.
Yeah.
Oh, those Daddy's
So
Home movies.
we have to
with
do a
Will
product
Ferrell.
placement now, right?
That's right.
Modelo. Ever since Bud Light fucked up.
Yeah. This is a real beer.
What was that, 2 years ago or something?
Did you see the? I mean, this is Mexican. That's why I'm thinking of it. Did you see
Yeah.
the Mexican team won something, some like big American Cup in America?
This is soccer, right? I
Soccer.
think?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I don't care about. I'm only referencing it because it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
I don't really watch
Yeah,
soccer
yeah.
at all.
Insert cultural reference.
Yeah.
I did not.
They won like the American Cup in America, and then you know what they did after that? They went back where they're from.
Good. Good. They self-deported,
Yeah.
which is what is going to happen. Or you're going to go into the alligator Alcatraz,
Right.
which is such. I don't care your
That sounds
political
like fun.
stance. It's a funny name.
Yeah.
The alligator Alcatraz.
I love an
is funny.
alliteration.
You don't get enough of it these
That's right.
days. Yeah.
The Smoking Simian, which is the name of the show. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's a wonderful program.
He said yeah very fast.
Yeah.
I watched some. You have what, 350 episodes?
Something like that.
About
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I think I only saw like 40 of them on the Instagram. Was this like a bit I wasn't referencing, or is the other 300 like locked?
Wait, what do you
underneath
mean?
The Library of Congress or
Like
something?
clips? You mean like the clips on Instagram?
Yeah. I was like going through it, and I eventually
Oh, yeah.
hit it, and it only went to like episode Well, I saw the amount of guests. It was only like 40 or 50 guests. It wasn't 350 episodes.
Right. Yeah. Well, the clips, I had old clips on there, but they looked like, the camera wasn't as good and they weren't vertical or anything. So I just kind of
Yeah.
archived all those and then started new with the way we do it now. So,
Oh, okay. But the
Yeah.
episodes, are they anywhere? Are they still online?
yeah. YouTube, Spotify, everywhere.
Oh, okay. Just your
Yeah.
Instagram. You've kept it more recent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. More or less.
Okay, cool. Damn, that's a lot. 350, man.
It's a lot, brother.
I couldn't do it. This is why I don't do podcast hosting.
Well, this isn't that hard. I mean, we're just sitting in a room. It's hot in here. That's the hardest
It
part.
could be the subway platform, dude. I was on the one subway platform. I was just sweating bullets, mad.
Dude, some of them are like deep into the middle of the earth.
Yeah,
I'm like, where the fuck are we?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like has to be like what is it 95 something outside when you
Today,
go to
yeah.
the subway platform. It has to at least drop or increase another 10,
Yeah.
15 degrees.
Yeah. And you just got to deal with it.
You have to.
You just got to sit
As a
there
man, you have to.
and just fucking sweat. It's like when you first get in your car. Do you drive?
No, but I used to have a
But you
car.
have, yeah.
So-
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah. You know.
I just got a car, so I'm always like,
Damn.
what do you drive? You drive?
Why do you have a car in New York, man? You
To
going
leave.
to Costco? What are you doing, huh? That's the only reason you have a car in New York.
To hit Costco?
Or if you just go to visit your parents in Connecticut. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's more or less Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Your
So-
folks?
And to
Oh,
do
that's
gigs
cool.
like out of state and shit,
You
too.
were telling me that. Yeah,
So-
yeah. That's cool. Providence, man.
Providence.
Great name.
Great place.
Yeah.
What is it? You, me, and Irene.
Who?
Underdog.
Yumi. Oh, that's the comedy club name?
No. That's shot there. The movie. Jim Carrey, I think.
Oh, no clue. Yumi and Irene?
Me. Is that what it is? You, me, and Irene? Or me, you, and Irene or some shit? Me, myself, and Irene?
myself.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. You, me, and Irene.
I
We're
thought you
gonna-
were saying like
Eiffel
Yumi
Tower.
Irene, like some Japanese like Yumi Irene.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this past weekend, I think it happened. Two great. Because we were talking about live performances. Two great things happened.
Yeah.
Oasis is back.
Okay.
They're back together. They did their first show.
Yeah.
And Black Sabbath did their farewell show, bro.
Wow.
People were crying.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's all fucked up. He's got like Parkinson's or something, so he can't really stand.
Oh, that was what
Ozzy.
happens?
Yeah. So he's on stage like sitting. Still can sing really well. He's like
Huh.
79, but
That's pretty up there.
yeah.
Wow.
All the rock stars are going to die, bro. Soon.
Dude, end of an era.
There's no rock stars anymore.
This will be my contribution to music conversation. Is that the decline of the band is really a societal loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, like obviously there are bands out there, but like those that penetrate the social consciousness, like, like ever since the 90s, mid 2000s, White Stripes, Nirvana,
Yeah. After them, it's guitar music's kind of forgotten
we're
about.
just in this desert of pop, rap,
Yeah.
country pop,
I hate that country pop fucking bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
I like country music, like real outlaw country music.
Like the band.
The band is great.
The band is lovely.
Love that. I don't know if I'd consider them country, though.
No?
Levon, the drummer, is definitely from the South.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'd consider it country music. When I'm thinking like fucking George Jones, Johnny Cash, Johnny Paycheck,
Yeah.
these like outlaw guys, Waylon Jennings.
Okay. Yeah.
And then like now you have fucking Luke Combs.
Or Brian Adams.
No, not
Something.
Brian Adams. Zach Bryan, you're thinking of.
Zach Bryan.
Zach Bryan, yeah.
Okay.
But
Zach Bryan and Tracy Stapleton.
well, Luke Combs fucking covered "Fast Car" by Tracy Chapman, and people were like, "It's better than the original." I'm like, "You're an idiot." This dude is like, he got famous off Vine.
Oh yeah.
He started like doing like 6-second covers of songs, and then now he's Huge.
That's pretty good. Do a
Making
6-second
4-minute
cover.
covers.
yeah, exactly. Now he's just covering, full songs.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, do you know what the song Fast Car is about? It's about a woman who's with a abusive man, alcoholic man, and she wants to get out of this life. You're a man singing this song about what exactly? Like, I don't know. Whatever.
It's not right.
It's not right.
It's ungodly. Is
It
what you're
should
trying
be.
to say. Yeah.
It's a song for women
Right.
to be singing.
It should be illegal, honestly.
That's not country music, bro.
Yeah.
Country music, you shoot your wife for being a whore.
Amen.
Yeah, and you go to jail for it. And that's where you make. That's where you make songs.
That's where it's made.
That's country music.
Right. Just the spirit of music in general. I don't want to sound like this fucking boomer. Everything's shit.
Yeah.
But everything's shit. You know. And there are cool things, but like overall, like once you have actual analysts in the producer's room going like, okay, Taylor, this song will get 400,000, likes on
Interactions.
Spotify.
Yeah.
If you do this song, we've calculated. There's clearly a decline on some degree.
Yeah. Well, there's so much money in every industry now.
It's wild, yeah.
Like crazy money.
Like stunt dicking.
Like stunt dicking.
Stunt dicking
exactly.
money. Yeah,
Who
absolutely.
would have thought in the 70s stunt dicking?
I don't know why I brought it back to that.
Would've
I'm sorry.
There's too much. There's too much money. That's
Too
why
much
I
stunt
say.
dicking. But I have
Yeah.
this theory where it's like, everything that's considered bad ends up being tolerable once you can make money off of it.
Oh, sure.
Like video games. Growing up, video games were a waste of time. Kid,
Yeah.
get away from that fucking screen. Now you can make bread. You can make mad money on Twitch. And they're like, well, he's making a living.
Right.
Porn, OnlyFans. Before it was, oh, you're a whore. You get involved in, you're a porn star, you're a whore.
Right.
Now you're a strong woman who makes money on OnlyFans. Great.
Mm-hmm.
It's the shift, I'm waiting for smoking cigarettes to be...
Yeah. When does doing heroin become profitable? I wonder.
It's just heroin pages. They sell belts.
Of just live streaming your heroin overdose. I mean, eventually, yeah. Why not?
Go to zoomies.com for 30% off a belt.
That was way more coherent. I don't know heroin, but that sounded oddly coherent. For
I used to work
heroin.
with a guy that recreationally did fentanyl.
Okay.
Like, did it.
It wasn't spliced with anything, just pure fentanyl.
Fentanyl, that's
Wow.
right. And this
That's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's around anymore.
We laugh. Yeah.
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 This dude would sleep, restaurant, bartending and shit. We'd be in the alley, and this motherfucker would just be with a cigarette.
Right.
We're like, yo, Tom, we gotta go back to work,
Dude,
bro.
me being, again, so green, I just think, he probably was up late last night, burping
Yeah.
his 1-year-old daughter or something.
Yeah.
I just would have thought something. No, he was on fentanyl.
He was sleeping. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
nodding off.
and he was wanted by the FBI for years. Yeah.
He would also eat the fuck out of sweets, which is what I heard heroin addicts do. They
Yeah.
just eat cake and ice cream.
And that's the real killer, is the sugar.
It's the sugar.
Yeah. Sugar will get you.
That's the sugar. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the real addiction.
You can't legalize, baby.
Yeah.
Legalized addictions.
Well, I remember, years ago, I would order, like a Jack and Coke or a JMO and Ginger or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'm drinking a lot of soda. That was my concern. I'd drink 8 of those and be like, that's a lot of soda.
As you should. Yeah.
Oh, if this is good for you.
Well, yeah, you had some level of priorities, which was good,
Mm-hmm.
Plus alcohol, alcohol's
good.
fun at least,
It's good.
You don't. There is a negative to alcohol, but there's also a positive. There's no positive to then we had 14 Mountain Dews, and then
Yeah.
there's no story after that
Yes. Yeah. You want the intoxicant to
to make you talk to that girl,
give you a
to
story
that
at
to that
least.
cute, black girl at the end of the bar,
Yeah.
You like how I made it racial?
Yeah, it's got to be that.
Because I'm a progressive man. That's
Yes,
why.
right. Non-binary black girl.
I wouldn't say that. No.
Trans.
She has to be binary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to fit this code of zeros and ones.
Basically.
Lady
Yeah.
person.
She has to be a programmer is what I'm trying to say.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. It's, what else is fucking going on?
What else is in the news,
What else
huh?
is happening?
Yeah. Dude, you had a good set the other day. I know you didn't want to talk about comedy, so we can
Yeah.
shut up. But you had a good set
Oh, thanks, man.
last Sunday, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was tight. It was punchy. It was
That's new stuff.
Yeah, dude, I'm impressed. You're able to write that off. Like I can write. It just comes and goes. Sometimes I'm on it with the premises. Sometimes I'm, kind of in a dry spot or whatever. But just being able to, When did you write all that new material? You said that was mostly new, right?
Yeah. The way I've been doing it recently is it's like I'll make a note of something that I think is funny,
Yeah.
but I won't sit down and write anything about it until I have like 5 or 6 of them, and then I'll sit for like however long it takes, and then write full bits out for those ideas,
Okay.
and then I'll work on those for as long as I can stand.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that stuff was pretty new. I mean I don't know how you feel, but I'm what's the word? I chase, I think. Like I get bored with shit easy, so it's like I need new stuff now
Yeah.
constantly, which isn't always good, but
Sure.
I like to have it in the vault.
Yeah. If you can transfer that energy to being more productive, just keep on writing or keep on creating in some sense, then that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well I also like to do stuff that isn't stand up, like you're talking about the the photography and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I think it helps. Whatever your main thing is,
You can't just be stand up. And
Yeah.
I know like a lot of people are or whatever, but I mean, all the greats will like stretch themselves out in different type of ways.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Louis is obviously the classic example of like writing a show and directing movies.
He just released a book.
In a book?
A
Okay.
novel, yeah.
Dang, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think. Yeah, are there any other main comics that do like other things? I don't know of any like.
I mean, Tom Segura just wrote a show. His show's out now. He wants to make a movie.
some show. Yeah.
Fucking Shane Gillis has a show. Wrote the show.
Yeah. I wonder, do any comics have anything else they do like?
I mean, Bill Hicks used to make music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he made
Okay.
music, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. What do you think of the whole music comedy kind of? What do you call it? Symbiosis. Do you think comics? I feel like a lot of good comics love music and make music.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's something there, or do you think it's just coincidence?
When do you mean like going up and doing like funny songs, or you mean separately?
Or no, just like appreciating, really liking music. Because
Oh.
like I know, Bill Hicks
Yeah.
at stuff like that. There's a British comic, Stuart Lee. He's a big jazz guy.
Okay.
I feel like he'll talk a lot about like how comedy reflects like the rhythms of music.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you think there's anything to that?
I mean, I don't know. I think people just kind of, I guess, like what they like. Like, I'm definitely more music inclined. Like, we're talking about movies and music.
Yeah.
There's more people I meet, I always end up talking to movie people. And then I'm like, oh, I don't really,
Right.
sorry.
Right. And then
I
you're
know more
like, I
about
watched
music.
Ted the other
Yeah,
night.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's cinema.
Yeah. I don't know. I obviously think it's good to have interests outside of whatever your main thing is,
Yeah.
But then it's also that battle where it's like the greats, depending how, whatever you want to,
Yeah.
how hard you want to attack something. It's like, did Dave Chappelle have, did he have other outlets, or was it just stand-up, Like, is he that good because he was just, there's something to be said about a one-track-minded person, I think is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Someone who's, like, completely honed in on one thing,
Yeah. Yeah, and I think they are honed in on stand-up. I can't think of, like, other people that were, like, equally proficient in, like, in another arena.
Right, exactly.
Well, I mean, that to say, not a lot of people aren't either. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just like I like music like enough, but I'm not crazy about music.
Yeah.
Like I mostly listen to like classical, and to me that's pretty good. But I'm not like
Like symphonic music? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah, like concert music. Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, so like
A little George Gershwin every once in a while. A little Rhapsody in Blue. Porgy and Bess.
he's a little too modern for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
A little too much. Yeah, he's okay. I'm more of a Brahms type of guy.
Sure.
Yeah.
And when you're listening to this, what are you at the gym? Are you driving, not driving, walking around? Like, what are you?
Yeah. Just, what am I doing?
yeah. Just looking at the water.
That's good too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I'll either be like on the subway or just like in my house
Interesting.
listening to it in the background or something. I'm not listening to like a whole lot of music right now. I'm mainly like reading,
Yeah.
which I think reading's just way better.
I love to read.
Reading's
Totally.
fantastic. What
Yeah,
are you
yeah,
reading?
Beyond Good and Evil right now. I'm almost finished with it.
Oh, really?
But yeah.
Yeah. What made you get into Nietzsche?
Well, I have one of his quotes tatted on my ribs that I got when I was 19 before I even knew anything about him.
Let me
so
guess what it is, because there's.
Go ahead. It's not Amor Fati.
No, I wouldn't think that as a first one.
Yeah.
Because there's only really like 3 to 4 quotes by him people know.
Yeah.
I might just have to go with whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
No.
Okay.
Well, kinda, but not really. A little more wordy, and it's like the same idea. I heard at the beginning of a song.
Okay. I don't know.
You
You're
don't
gonna
know.
have to tell me.
To live is to suffer, to survive is to find the meaning in the suffering.
Okay.
And I heard that at the beginning of Slippin' by DMX.
Okay. There you go.
Who's like, if I were to go across all mediums, artists, across all of them, he's in my top 5. Not even just music. So
DMX.
DMX.
Okay, not Friedrich Nietzsche. Okay. Because Friedrich Nietzsche's probably in my top 5 of
Not
all
yet.
artists.
Yeah. I got to read more. Beyond Good and Evil is the first one I've gotten into. So
Dude, that's a good one.
it's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very good. It's some of it is tough to grasp, but
Right.
he's kind of this last piece. I think he goes by parts, like part 5 or whatever. This last part is he questions what is noble, and it's kind of like
Yeah.
reconciling everything. It's all making sense at this point.
Okay,
So,
cool.
yeah.
Dude, people like Nietzsche inspires me in part to do comedy. Because I see the link, because so one of the reasons why Nietzsche's so great, and I love how like unabashedly confident he is. Like he literally has a book called Why I Write Such Great Philosophy.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic. He goes like he literally thinks he's like the next Shakespeare. He's so full of himself. But he'll write in a way that is memorable and artistic, like in Beyond Good and Evil, just like pithy paragraphs,
Yeah.
whatever. And I think like good stand-up mimics good writing, like Nietzsche. Like you don't have to be Bertrand Russell, where you're just writing these long essays and long books, and people are like, like Nietzsche's very readable,
Yes.
and yet he's very dense in it, and you can like do that. I feel like with comedy, like good comics, like Carlin, is like I think the pinnacle of that. Of like,
Well, yeah. I mean, when you look at what Carlin said, it's very Nietzsche. Like a lot of it is,
yeah,
a lot of it is like the the anti-establishment shit.
right,
Getting controlled and
right.
that type of idea.
And saying it in a sing-song way through like oratory, like he really uses all the capabilities of language to his disposal, like
Right.
speed, variety,
Volume.
volume.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just all there.
Yeah. And he could do that and then have 10 minutes on farts right after.
Yeah,
And like he's able to reconcile it with his goofiness. Like he can switch.
right.
He's like the archetype if you want that. Spoken word. I got a message at the same time. Come along for this ride.
Right.
Where someone who's in my top 3 all the time, and we already mentioned him, Bill Hicks. That motherfucker didn't care if you were on board with him. He was going to say whatever he wanted, you know?
Right. I wonder if Hicks because he was still pretty new. I know he did comedy when he was a teen, but he was still like, let's say, his first chapter.
Yeah, as far as
comedy.
mainstream, yeah.
Only lived to 33.
Yeah.
We have yet to see, I think from 33 to 43, he would have entered a new chapter.
Totally.
And then he would have done a Carlin pivot where after 60, he would have done a new chapter.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, we really got shorted when it came to
Big
Hicks,
time,
man.
dude.
Like, he released 3 good specials, and then that was it, yeah.
Yeah. And those are just the ones that they filmed. Have you ever listened to his, like, the audio-only ones? Rant in E minor and...
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's the other one?
There's, like...
California Bay or Arizona Bay.
That's
I think is what it's called. Yeah. He's got a bunch of them. Flying Saucer Tour.
Dude, it's so wild how so much of this... You think, like, we live in like, technological age where everything's accessible. You still have to go digging for a lot of these. Like, Patrice O'Neill, similarly, has a great special that's only audio. I don't know what it's called. It's not Elephant in the Room, but it's like a new one. It's just completely new material, and it rocks. And, like, it's so hard to find, though. I remember not finding it.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah. You got to dig still.
Yeah.
You know. But it's just the endless ocean of information that we have. You know.
Allegedly.
Was it Mr. P? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Mr. P. It's a great album.
Yeah.
By his, and it's just no one talks about it. No one even whatever. But it's just
fantastic. You know who else
fantastic.
I fucking love, and he's got a lot of audio stuff on like Spotify and shit. Red Fox, dude.
I need to get into
love
Red Fox.
Man.
What show was he on? He's also
Sanford and Son.
That's it.
That was his show. That guy lived, dude. That motherfucker died with like $1 million owed to the government and just died, like never paid it.
Good for him. Yeah.
Put the burden onto his family.
As you should.
But that motherfucker lived, dude. That guy, that's awesome.
What was his deal? I don't know much about him.
Well, he was like, I mean, he was old, obviously, like old-timey, if that makes sense. Like, he came up, you know, I mean, with, I guess you could say, like, young Carlin and, you know.
I was going to say, isn't he kind of even, like, predates Cosby? I feel like he's really old.
Cosby predates Pryor.
Yeah.
Like, he had his own comedy club, like, you know, which was a big deal in those days for a black man to own a comedy club in California.
Right.
Like,
Still is, yeah.
Yeah, definitely in California.
Yeah.
And this is what's cool. Side note, aside from his performance career, he was also boys with Malcolm X.
Okay.
Pretty sick. They were
Not
homies. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he made a lot of money off Sanford and Son. He was like one of the first big sitcom actors that was like making bread.
Man. Should I check the show out? I've never seen it.
Watch it.
Is it funny?
It's very funny.
Is it like The Honeymooners?
Yeah, not really. So the premise is like he's a junk man. Like his job is he sells junk.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like his house is covered
I'm familiar with the term junk man.
He's junk man.
But thank you
it
for...
could be, you know. He just does heroin. Red Fox does heroin.
Yeah. I was confused, and then you clarified with he sells junk.
Yeah.
He's a milkman. He sells milk. Do you get it? Yeah.
He milks men.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. But yeah, I forget where they live. Maybe somewhere in L.A. It doesn't matter. But it's him and his son, and they live in the house together, and there's, you know, just shenanigans that happen. They got friends and...
Misadventures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean...
Which is a great word.
Great show.
Yeah.
So good. He would always, like... The big thing was he would have, like, a heart attack, and he's like, oh, I'm coming. His wife that died, you know, whatever. Like, I forget her name. Edna or some shit.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah.
Yeah. But the show's funny. The show's very funny.
Dang, cool. That's awesome to hear, like, an old show that you really like, and it still hits.
Yeah.
I love Buster Keaton. Like, to me, like, he's the great comic of all time.
Yeah.
Like, he's just able to draw out super funny scenes all through visuals, no audio.
Yes, all real too.
And all real.
Good God.
Which is even more impressive. Some of these stunts, and he's a vaudeville guy.
Yeah.
So he knew how to, like, use his body and flip and do acrobatics and everything. And like, even he's so inspirational because like, and I know nobody knows Buster Keaton, but like he wouldn't even do like a fall. He would make a fall funny. He would like fall, like do an extra flip if he could, or something with the scene. Yeah,
flail his legs or his arms. Yeah, just make it funnier.
He just knew like I'm here for the performance.
Yeah.
Also died penniless. Yeah, which is what we can all aspire
That's
to
pretty
do.
cool, man. I mean, fuck it. Go out how you came in, bro.
That's right.
Yeah, penniless, crying, naked,
Full of blood. Yeah,
next to your mom.
next to your mom. Yeah. I know. That's why I'm trying to keep my mom alive. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can die
So I
next
can
to
die
her.
next to her. Yeah. I'm trying to be a good son, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
That's fair. But that's like, I mean, Jackie Chan, that motherfucker did
That guy's funny.
crazy stunts.
Yeah.
Crazy stunts.
Dude.
All real.
Yeah.
He got a lot of his shit from Buster Keaton. He did the clock tower thing.
Oh, yeah.
He did the same thing in some other movie,
Uh-huh.
Which, I mean, Jesus Christ. That dude broke every bone in his body twice, probably.
Right. He broke his bones for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I wish I had that kind of level of courage. I don't know if I'm a break my bones type of comic.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm happy I don't have that muscle.
Right. I just convinced myself I'm more of a social critic type of comedy. I need my brain. Yeah.
Now you're talking. Yeah.
But I mean, Steve-O's way funnier than I will ever be, And he just destroys himself,
Yeah.
It's great stuff.
Well, not anymore.
Well, not anymore, but
Yeah.
during the Jackass days.
Yeah.
Jackass,
doing
that's
whippets.
also good comedy.
Dude, changed the game. Completely changed the game.
In some way, yeah.
Look at it now. Look at Instagram now. There's people doing Jackass stuff all the time. Those live pranks, that's Jackass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you. I think it's like still not pure Jackass. I feel like in that people are still a little too concerned about like, oh, I should maintain my body. I feel like they were really,
They just threw it.
the peak hit with
Yeah.
of like not giving a fuck. Like I'm gonna rip my tooth out for the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to put a fucking car in my ass, a little toy car in my asshole.
Oh,
Dude, I remember my father recommended Jackass to me when I was like a child.
good for him. Wow.
He was like, I'm watching this fucking show, this movie, and these guys, they go into a hardware store, and the dude just shits in the toilets out there. And he was laughing, describing it to me, and I'm like, 10, thinking it's hilarious.
Right. Well, and
Yeah.
it still is.
And
yeah.
it still is, yeah.
Yeah, 20 years later. Yeah.
And I've definitely told this story before, but I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with a girl one time, and we were at my
Nice.
place, and yeah, it happens. It
stuff.
happens.
Yeah. It happened once.
Yeah.
Never again.
And she had never seen any Jackass movies,
Yeah.
so I was like, "This is a big risk, but we're gonna put on Jackass.
Let's do it. Yeah.
And it was like the newest one at the time. This was a few years ago,
Okay.
so it would probably be the newest one that has come out.
Oh, yeah.
And we're watching it, and she's like, "This is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my
Wow.
life."
You
And
gotta
I'm like,
marry her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet girl. I haven't seen her in a while.
Oh,
She lives
okay.
in Connecticut, so it's okay. Doesn't matter.
Well, she's doing way better than we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
She lives in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not where I was in Connecticut. That place sucked.
Oh, shoot.
There's some nice places, but not where I was.
That happens with everything.
Yeah.
That's really great. To get a girl to, yeah.
To laugh at guys vomiting and shitting all over themselves and
Well, okay.
breaking their bones.
Now that I say that, I wonder... Because it is cool in some regard. It's cool.
Yeah.
But you also want a girl that is a little different. You don't want a girl... Because she's just like a guy in a girl's body. I feel like you do want a little bit of that
You want some
that
femininity.
dissonance. Yeah, you want that femininity. You want her to be like, okay, come on, we can't.
Yeah, this. I can't.
Wear our boxers to the grocery store.
Right.
You want something to keep you in line a little bit.
Yeah. No, that was a good moment. But
Like if I show a girl I'm interested, Joey Chestnut going for the gold again, and she's into it, and it might be a red flag.
yeah, she's like, oh,
Yeah.
this guy's a real athlete.
I should start competing.
Yeah,
What's the
yeah.
women's? Yeah.
I know. What's the women's? There's two different, right? I would assume. What's the women's record? Who's the women's champion? Let's find her.
The
out.
lady ate it's another like Chinese lady or Japanese lady. She ate like 30.
30.
30.
And she's still like 15 past this like girl in second. I
Wow.
think her name's like Minka or something.
Wow.
Dude.
See?
Who'd have thunk?
Keep men out of women's sports, bro.
That's it.
If Joey Chestnut went in there, smoke that lady.
Just with a bra and a wig. Yeah. I'm Josephine Chestnut.
What's a female nut? A pistachio, maybe?
Maybe a pistachio, something smaller. What's a what's
Jessie pistachio.
What's a feminine nut? Is what you're asking.
Hazelnut.
Mickey Pseudo.
Mickey Pseudo. Okay.
Look at that.
And she's
Last year she ate 51.
Oh, that's
And
really
this year
high
she
for a
did
lady.
what?
Wow.
This year.
You got to at least match it. You can't go backwards.
That's
You
true.
know? You can't regress here. Yeah. Well, either way.
Well, good for her.
Either way, yeah, we wish her well.
There you go.
What's the shit you take after that?
She ate 33 this year.
33? Come on. She's not training.
It's at least a two flusher. I'll tell you that.
You think so?
It's
Yeah.
You flush once and then you flush at least two. Yeah.
You got to wait a moment
Uh-huh.
for the water to come back up.
Good lord, dude.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to think. I wish yeah, dude, life is pretty chill for me right now. I wish though I wish I was a little bit more of a degenerate. I always have that desire. You know what I mean?
You keep it under wraps a little bit.
I keep it pretty corporate.
Yeah.
If I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty straight edge.
Okay.
Comedy is like the only,
Yeah.
thing for me. Like I don't have any tats. I have legal jobs. With like 401ks. I have
no.
I know. I'd like, but just like part of me wishes like I was a little bit more seedy. Like maybe I don't know.
What's the
Like sleep on subway
yeah
cars, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, that's a big overcorrection. You don't got to go that deep.
It's a bet, but
Just day drink one day. That's good enough.
Day drink. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
That's still kind of tame, isn't it? The day drinking,
Yeah, but it depends what day.
Like today.
If it's like a Wednesday
Yeah.
and you start at 12,
Maybe.
that's some degen behavior.
Yeah.
Throw a bet in. You gamble? You do any gambling?
I used to. I don't do as much as I do anymore.
Okay.
But okay, here's the thing. I love poker. I can't get enough.
Mm-hmm.
But it just takes forever, dude. It's such a time drain. It's like a 5-hour commitment.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's like in the evenings too. So you're just like, not doing comedy. You're doing poker.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's like a rush. But
Yeah, I believe that.
I once was playing. Last time I played poker was in Long Island City. It was a Chinese table, and by that I mean it was just all Chinese guys.
Okay.
And
Okay. But where? Like, how does just a game you got involved in, or?
I think it was like Meetup or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, wild.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was fine, whatever. But dude, like, I don't know. I didn't go back because like they were all speaking Mandarin with each other,
And you were the only one.
and I was like the only one. Like a few could speak English, but you could tell they wanted to speak Mandarin with each other.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. I got a little like worried, paranoid. I was like, are they like talking amongst themselves how I'm playing?
Probably.
Because that will throw you off.
Yeah.
Like you're not supposed to do that, but they could get away with it.
Right.
So that was the last time I seriously played. It was like $500 buy-ins or something.
Damn.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's a hefty. Yeah,
So
I
you're
know.
good.
I have a problem. That's the thing, dude.
You know it.
You
That's the one for you.
get invested. It's a rush, man. Oh my god. There's
Yeah, I
nothing
believe
like
that.
Texas Hold'em.
Okay. Yeah. Wow, this is good. We found the thing.
That would be
We found the leak in the boat.
that would be my downfall is poker. Honestly, yeah.
Gambling. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
they want to put a casino here
Oh really? What
somewhere.
part?
Yeah. Queens,
Coney
right?
Island.
Queen.
Yeah.
Are they gonna do it to get passed?
People got to vote, right?
I think Resorts World is going to get the license.
Oh
Good
man.
for them.
So they want to knock down a lot of the Coney Island boardwalk and do a convention center
and
and
put
a hotel.
big old casino there.
Yeah.
I'm for it, man.
It's a
It's
lot
like
of
all
jobs.
those old parks, the Cyclone,
Yeah, get
and all
that
that
bullshit
shit.
out.
Yeah,
of there.
get it out.
Get that bullshit out.
Yeah, someone was gonna kill themselves on one of those
Let's make some
on the
money.
cyclones anyway. Yeah.
Let's make some real money.
Oh yeah, dude.
Fuck this Coney Island bullshit. We went to the Mets game last week. I sent you a picture, and they were doing a thing out there with like, vote no. Did they want to? I thought they were putting a casino over there.
The
Oh,
owner of the Mets wants to get a casino license. He's bidding for the casino license across the street from Citi Field.
Oh shit. Okay, so they want to
But
keep the field, but add a
The
casino.
locals
maybe.
are like adamant against that one.
Gotcha. Okay.
what do the locals know? Yeah.
Get them out of there.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, gambling adds to the economy, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why.
Especially the local.
That's why I tell myself. Yeah.
Better than an amusement park that no one goes to.
Well, I was having this conversation with somebody where he's like, "Man, they're gonna destroy Coney Island, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "It sucks, but it unfortunately is like, in reality, a sign of economic prosperity
Right.
because you're gonna employ so many people, you're gonna make so much money."
But
Yeah.
it's also like, are you going and supporting these small business? Like
That's the other thing.
Like, are you going and
Yeah.
supporting them?
Of course
Or you
not.
just
Were you
want them to
going
be
to
there?
the freak show? No, you weren't. Yeah.
You're going to Target.
Right.
People like to pretend like they support small business. No, you don't.
They hate small businesses. They
You go
hate
to Target, you use Netflix, you fucking, whatever. The only thing here is bodegas.
them. Right.
You support the bodega man, but everything else, you just,
If it doesn't have an
Amazon.
app, you're not supporting it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
People pretend, just like they
Right.
pretend to care about old people.
that's true.
It's the same shit.
They'll pass Coney Island just to go to Six Flags.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh yeah. I was just at Coney Island. I didn't go on any rides.
No, you go to the free beach. That's it.
Yeah.
You
why
walk
would
on the
I
beach.
do- Yeah. And you always hear some story of like the roller coaster carriage going off the rails,
Yeah.
or something.
Which is exciting.
Which would happen. It would. Yeah, that would be a rush. I'm talking about rushes. That would be a rush.
That's real gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For $10,
We're
you can
fixing the
risk your
machine.
life. I say yes.
Let's
I'm
do
not
it.
worried about the U.S. involvement in Iran. I'm worried about the cyclone on
The
Coney
cyclone
Island.
breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Gentrification, man. It's hot. It's sexy. It's in. I'm
Sure.
for it,
Sure.
That's all of America. All of America got gentrified. And look at it now. It's great.
Yeah. Everyone's happy.
Everyone agrees.
Everyone's very happy with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't, maybe we can start gentrifying somewhere else, like Iran. That could be
True.
fun. We've never succeeded.
No, we've tried a few
We've
times.
tried to do it to
God
some
knows
other
we've
places.
tried, yeah.
Yeah.
But try again.
They don't like us. I don't know what it is.
You don't like Iran?
No, they don't like us.
Oh, they hate us.
All the places we go, they don't like us. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is.
I think it has something to do with the bombs. I don't think it helps.
The slaughtering.
I don't think it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, brother, how about we put a bow on this fucking thing, yeah?
You want to? Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's wrap
Look at
up.
this. Oh my gosh, we're over time.
Yeah, well,
We're
I was
after hours.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to meet with some fucking broad, and she, canceled. So it's all right.
Okay, so you gotta
So
go.
we went a little over.
Yeah. Well, who needs women, man?
I think I was going your way anyway. Where you live? We're not, we don't need to disclose it, but I
okay.
think that's where I was heading. Yeah,
Cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's in my neighborhood, is what you're saying.
she was
Oh,
for the day, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think she lives out here, but what are we even talking about? It doesn't matter. Where can people find you? Plugs, Instagram, whatever.
All the good stuff. You
Yeah.
can find me on. I find you. No. That's
Look through my window.
Yeah, that's a joke that works 30% of the time.
Yes.
Which is pretty good for comedy.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. I'll
Hey,
take
if that's
the-
baseball, you're going to the Hall of Fame.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram. You can find me at Janson Quinlan. That's the only one. Don't find me on anything else. That's the only one that's worth.
LinkedIn. What about LinkedIn? Bro?
What about? I've thought about it.
WhatsApp.
You can find me on. What's like a funny app name I could say?
The Asian one.
You can find me on Letterboxd.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that funny? That's not really funny. Kinda
Find him
sucks.
stunt dicking on OnlyFans.
Find me stunt dicking. You can tell by my
Right.
yeah. You can find me on Goodreads. How about that?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, brother, thank you so much for coming on.
Dude, this was a blast, man.
Hell yeah, we'll do it again.
I loved it. Yeah.
Totally. All right, guys, we'll talk to you next week. Peace.